Alright, in this lesson we're going to work on integers. But in this one we're going to work on adding and subtracting integers. As you remember from a previous lesson, integers are any positive or negative number, including 0, that does not have a fraction or decimal, such as -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and that can go on infinitely in either way. So, when we add or subtract integers, it's something you've been doing for a really long time. 4 plus 2. Both numbers are positive. If both signs are positive, you add them up. Your answer is positive. 4 plus 2 looks like a problem you've done many a times. We have 4 minus 2. Now, when we're subtracting integers, right here we have one number that is positive, one number that's negative. The reason the answer is 2 is because we subtract the number with the greater absolute value, which is 4, minus 2, and you get 2. Now the number with the greater absolute value is positive, therefore your answer is positive. So as you can see, we've been dealing with integers for a long time. Now, I mentioned absolute value. In case you're unsure of absolute value, two parallel lines, a number in between. The absolute value of any number is the distance a number is from 0. So the absolute value of 2 is 2. And why is that? Because 2 is 2 units away from 0. The absolute value of -2 is also 2. Why is that? Because -2 is 2 units away from 0. Distance must always be positive. You can't travel a negative distance, even if you walk backwards. Just look silly walking backwards, but you're still traveling a positive distance. So again, absolute value is of any number is the distance it is from 0, and the number will always be positive. Okay, so let's do some problems. So again, like I said, if both numbers are the same sign, you add them up. This would be positive 8. What if they were both negative? You would add them up, and your answer would be -8. Well, why is that? So if we did it on a number line, start it off at 0. If it's negative, you go to the left 4 spots. And then we have another negative. So we're going to go 4 more, and we get -8. Alright. So what do you do if they're different signs? 4 minus 2 is 2. Why? Because if they're different signs, you're going to subtract the number with greater absolute value, 4, by 2, and you get 2. Now, once I have my answer, I look, is 4 positive or negative? It was positive, therefore my answer is positive. So what if I had 2 minus 4? Again, number with a greater absolute value is 4. So 4 minus 2 is 2. But this time, the number with the greater absolute value, it was negative. So my answer is -2. I did this on the number line. Start off at 0. I'm going to go 2 to the right because 2 is positive. Then I go 4 to the left because it's negative. And I end up at -2. Now, I've been showing you with the number line. There's another tool that we can use that can sometimes help. So let's just say have 3 minus 5. And without giving you the answer just yet, we can use counters. Now my 3 here is positive because there's no sign written in front of it, so I know it's positive. But my 5 has a negative symbol in front of it, so I know it's negative. Now, The positive and negative cancel out. Whatever I'm left with is my answer, so my answer is -2. Okay, in summary, when I'm adding, subtracting, if both signs are positive, the 2 here, both 2's are positive, I add them up, my answer is positive. If both are negative, 2 plus -2, which can also be written as -2 minus 2. If they're both negative, and negative and negative, negative and negative, your answer is -4. So again, if the signs are the same, they're both positive, you add them up, your answer is positive. If they're both negative, you add them up and your answer is negative. Okay. Now if there are different signs, so if I had 2 plus -4, and if one's positive, one's negative, I'm going to subtract the number with the greater absolute value, the bigger number, 4 minus 2, and I get 2. Now my answer, is it positive or negative? I look at the number with the greater absolute value, at 4, the number was negative, therefore my answer is negative. And it wouldn't matter if it's first or second, we'll do -6 plus 10. The number with the greater absolute value is 10, it's a bigger number. 10 minus 6, excuse me, is 4. And my number with the greater absolute value is positive, therefore my answer is positive, and that's my answer. Again, on these, when there are different signs, I can use a number line. I can use counters, positive and negative, and cancel each other out. I'll be left with 4 positive. So this is an intro into adding and subtracting with integers. I hope it made sense. If you have any additional questions or need me to show you some more examples, feel free to email me, jhulett, HULETT, @leisd.ws, and good luck.